Joker is doing terrible at the box office, and it's been taken over by another movie called, I can't believe I'm saying this out loud, Terrifier 3. Yeah, so if you guys are familiar, some people love the Terrifier franchise. But I have never seen one of the Terrifier movies because the first Terrifier movie was a B movie. Terrifier 2 was essentially an elevated B movie that did make it to a box office release to about $15 million. Made money. So no shame there. But Terrifier 3 is making its rounds on TikTok and social media, and the kids are learning that this movie is calling itself the most brutal horror movie ever made, the most graphically intense, and it's getting people's attention. If you take a look at it here, Terrifier, can you pull that number up again? I'm sorry. If you take a look at it, Terrifier 3, this is the daily box office, yesterday's daily box office, made over $2 million. It made more than the Trump biopic did in one day, Terrifier 3. And over last weekend, it made $25 million. And that's because of this buzz that's coming out all over social media. And here's what's really interesting is they think that number could actually be much higher because a lot of teenagers and tweens, so there's 11, 12-year-olds and teenagers, they say are going to see The Wild Robot, buying a ticket, and then sneaking into Terrifier 3.
Oh,
so
God.
These are some of the reports coming out. So
this is like the new generation's Human Centipede or something,
which never got a theatrical release, right?
Yeah, it was banned in like 4 countries.
It's a terrible movie. You don't want to watch that. But I did see a clip, and it's pretty gory. Like, this stuff is pretty nasty. So and what's really interesting is if you take a look, the Rotten Tomato scores on this thing.
If it has a good score, I'm going to be confused.
Listen, Terrifier, I'm pulling it up right now. Terrifier, 60% Rotten Tomatoes.
What?
Fresh. Terrifier 2, 86% Rotten Tomatoes. Terrifier 3, 77%. Fresh.
How?
What? These are from critics. So we're going to have to take a look at it. Got to see this movie. Got to find out what's going on. Are you looking at some?
Yeah, and I'm looking at the reviews. I'm like, how do you justify this score? It's just a B slasher film.
I guess we're gonna have to find out since we haven't watched it.
No, we haven't.
We're gonna have to take a look and see what it is.
I'm gonna let you watch it because I'm not into these kind of movies.
I'm gonna let you watch it. Okay.
I don't like gory movies. I just don't. Like, I watched Human Centipede because I lost a bet, and I really wish I had not seen it.
I watched it because you told me about it. So, yeah. So anyways.
Well, then you suffered the same fate. Then Jason got us both. Okay.
Well, Terrifier 3 was produced for only $2 million. And it's already made back 10 times more than it's reported.
Yeah, it made $2 million in the first day.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Today. It made more money today or yesterday than it did to make it. So kudos to the guy. The studios didn't want it. The guy who created the series still owns it, and he's actually benefiting from it. So we'll have to look into this, report back to you guys. I just find it interesting that it's the biggest thing at the box office right now. Very, very interesting time at the box office with these movies that have just crashed.
Yeah.
Not done.
And we can't say a lot about it because we haven't seen Terrifier 1, 2, or 3, and I'm not planning on it. But maybe there's some brilliance there that I'm not aware of. Let us know in the chat or the comments or whatever. Have you seen Terrifier? And what about it is so interesting? Because I look at the trailers and I go, I have no interest in this. I don't care about this at all. It seems like juvenile gore nonsense to me. Like, who cares? But maybe there's some kind of brilliance there that I'm not seeing. Well,
I'm going to look for it. And I've seen pretty much every horror movie, every legitimate horror movie that's been made, even a lot of the B movies, but I did never see this. You know why I never watched this one? Show the bad guy for Terrifier. Can you show the picture of the killer? I think this killer looks stupid.
He does look stupid.
The killer, I'm not intrigued by it. He doesn't have the mystery of Mike Myers. He looks
A scary clown, bro. He's a scary clown.
That's actually a really good picture of him. Like that's like one of the better ones. There's other ones that just look terrible, stupid.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the backstory is on it and what it is, but we'll report back to you guys.